Welcome, everyone. This is Donelle McAdams, and I thought I would go live, and so you could then see how you're going to finish up that project that we were working on yesterday. This is the very end of the edge to edge that we are doing. And I thought you might want to see how I was doing that because obviously we're only using a little less than half. And so at this point, I have back tacked this, and I'll go ahead and do it again so that you can see it. And so I'm going to back tack right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this thread. And the reason I'm cutting it is because I don't want to stitch out into here, but I do want to go there. There's no thread connected, and I want to sit my foot down there just long enough. I'm not going to do any stitching, but I want to be able to swing this around so that I will be in the correct position to come back over here, right to this point, and take off from there, and I'll stop right here. I'll have to do something similar in that point. So I'm coming right over here. I'm going to put my needle down. I'm going to put my needle up, foot up, and then I will pull those threads up. I decided after I got home from church and got dinner finished that I wanted to finish this up. And I said, they may want to see the rest of this. So now that I've pulled these up, and obviously if those of you that watched yesterday, you are going to realize that I have changed directions because now I'm going this way rather than side to side. But now that I've got this much finished, it makes a whole lot more sense. So needle down, threads are up. I'm just going to come out like 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to go back around and fill this in. And when I get to the edge, I'm going to just kind of tack that off. I'm going to go ahead and cut it, keeping my template in the same place. I'm going to come around and put that foot down right there because I want to be able to turn this where it's supposed to be. Okay, so even though I moved that just a little bit, it's not going to matter. I'm in the same right down the middle there. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to just hold on to my fabric so it doesn't go anywhere for those reasons right there. And I'm going to turn this around so I will be in the right spot. Did I do that right? That didn't seem correct. Yep, it is. Sometimes what I do, and I'm going to do that right now, is I go ahead and bury the needle there because of the fact that I don't want it to move. And you can see that I'm lined up. There's my stitching right there. And I've got my etching on my template right there. And so now what I will do, I can't start out there. So I'm going to lift that needle up, lift that foot up, and come right to here. Once I do that, it's necessary for me to get my threads up. So again, I'm going to pull that up with my, that's why I like to have these ones that have the little curve on it so I can get a hold of it. Put that needle back down and the foot back down. Pull this off to the side. And if you didn't get the handout from yesterday, it has been posted on Sew Steady's Facebook page. You can get that. And I've also put up so that if you just want to get the panel print, you can get that. It's available on my website. And I hope this little part here, I see we've got quite a few that joined us. I hope that this little part helps you when you get to this. As I was coming down here, I thought, I really need to show them that. So you can see we have finished it off. And there's our backtracking. It's going to be covered by the binding. And now the next step that I'm going to do is get my fabric cut so that I can get my binding on there. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email and I'll help you get it figured out. So thanks for joining me for a short part 2. It wasn't more than about 5 minutes, but man, I really enjoy finishing this up and getting ready to actually gift it. And I'm going to make myself one too. So I probably won't have gifted it. So I'll show you the complete finished project next week. And one of the other things that I'm going to work on this afternoon is getting my stitching out of this from 2 weeks ago, actually just a week ago now, so that I can get that finished up. So it's been good being with you here on a Sunday afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye now. So I'm still hanging on here, and I see somebody said they didn't get the handout. Go to the Sew Steady Facebook page, and it's on there. So you can search for 9/24/22, and that's the date, and it's on there, okay? All right. Any other questions? I'll watch for just a minute to see if you do have. I think, Susan, I answered your question where to find the printout. Let me scroll back here a minute. We could spend the rest of the afternoon here together because I'm going to stitch all afternoon, but I'll let you go stitch too. So thanks for joining me. Bye now.